guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft and Chat. I am Lulu, and today we're going to be talking about two different Thumbelina movies. I've actually recorded this audio twice now. Now this will be the third time, and I'm not sure. I don't know. My confidence isn't great in it. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit too much, and that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to share an opinion and entertain. So I might do a little bit less talking this time and more of just background music, and you get to see the artwork. But I did want to talk redesigning two different main characters from two different Thumbelina movies. The first one you've probably seen. It's very likely that you've seen. It's slightly likely that you may have also thought it was a Disney movie before it was a Disney movie. But this is Don Bluth's Thumbelina. I've always thought that her dress was a little bit plain, and I'm really into cottagecore right now, so I've livened her up a little bit. I feel like this adds to her personality. It's still a very similar cut. She's still happy, she's still flowy, and she's still the pretty little princess that everybody loves, because that movie did not age well at all. Like, I tried to watch it again with my kid, with my daughter, and she just spends the entire movie letting everybody else make choices and decisions for her instead of deciding to do anything for herself. And I really don't like the message that sends. It's like everything people tend to complain about Disney movies and I don't feel are in Disney movies are all in that one Thumbelina movie. In comparison, you've got Thumbelina Magical Journey, which is the character that I'm working on right now. Her name is Maya. Fun fact, Maya is the name that the Prince of the Fairies actually gives Thumbelina in the original fairy tale, because I guess Thumbelina is too meh a name for him. But this one was actually a 26 episode anime that they sent over to the US in a dubbed version and condensed into a 60-minute movie. So there are actually entire segments of this show that I have never even seen. I've only seen like a chopped up condensed version of it, but throughout the movie, like comparatively, like if you're looking at Thumbelina versus Maya, Maya spends the entire movie definitely thinking for herself. She might not always be able to get out of her own scrapes, but she is definitely always trying to get out of and into her own scrapes. She spends as much time in the film saving her friends as she does being saved by her friends, and I really like that. Maya's whole thing, though, is she's really selfish. She's a selfish character, and she's supposed to be. That's the point of her story. So she grows a lot through the film, learns a lot more about compassion and helping others for the sake of helping others, doing things because it's the right thing to do, as opposed to how will this most benefit me. And I just feel like it's a much better message than the Don Bluth version. I feel like if these two Thumbelinas were to ever meet each other, they would learn a fair amount, I guess, from each other, because Maya could learn compassion for the sake of compassion as opposed to compassion because it's the right thing to do, and Thumbelina might learn how to think for herself. But I did love the Don Bluth Thumbelina growing up. I just have a lot of hate for it now. And I loved the Thumbelina Magical Story growing up, and I love it now, and so does my daughter. That's the one that I want my daughter to grow up seeing and loving. But because, you know, childhood memories and whatever, I decided to draw them both together as if they were meeting. I actually did not end up liking the finished product of the one that we're working on right now, because Maya's face it's kind of squished, and not like purposefully squished, but like I have my anatomy really weird squished. So in a little bit you'll actually see me changing to another version of the two of them holding hands, and you're gonna see a little bit in between of some dressing up of the artwork into a sketchbook, because when I finish something, I never really know what to do with it. And so I'm playing around with doing some paper crafts where I do cut up layers, which you'll see some videos of soon. And I'm doing some stuff like this where you're going to actually see me decorating the artwork and the pages and putting them together, less like a sketchbook and more like a portfolio. And if you like that, please let me know. And I could do more videos of, like, instead of sketchbook tours, which I can also do sketchbook tours, but I could do like sketchbook tours versus journal tours, I guess, portfolio tours. But I did have a whole lengthy review about both Thumbelina movies, and like I said, I recorded it a few times, and I'm still just not feeling it. I don't know why. I also don't like the quality of the photos. When I take like a photo of a picture, it's really, really blurry, as you just previously saw some line art, and I don't really know how to fix that. I don't know if it's an editing thing or what. So if anyone knows how I can fix that, please let me know. Outside of that, I don't really have much else to talk about this week. I mean, I could go more in depth of like how I feel like the Bluth Thumbelina sends a really negative message, whereas the Magical Journey Thumbelina sends a really positive message. And I did, again, in previous recordings. But if that's something you want to hear more about, let me know, and I might try a little more in depth. Try to do a review again. But outside of that, what are some of your favorite movies? Like, what have you done? Like, what movies have you watched as an adult that you just knew you were going to absolutely love because you loved it as a child, and then you just didn't anymore? Or what movies or books or things, like, does everybody around you absolutely adore because they watched it when they were children, but you never saw it until you were an adult or above the age range of whatever the content was? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Like, what was disappointing about it, if it was disappointing? Please let me know. I think that would be a really cool discussion. If you do like the videos that I'm putting out, you've heard the song and dance. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you have ideas of different types of videos you would like to see from me, please leave a message in the comments. Like, was there a video that you liked way more that I've done in the past and you would rather see more of that? Please give me a shout out. Or if you're like, hey, you know, Kayla, you really are rambly, just do some artwork, throw some music on top of it, call it a day. Or if you want to hear more talking from me, like, hey, I like your voice, I like listening to it while I do other artsy things, I like the whole idea of us hanging out, let me know. Start a conversation. Give me a conversation. But outside of that, please, I hope you had a wonderful week. I'm kind of done. Enjoy the rest of the artwork, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. you need to go and take a step back to see the truth.